Everyone thinks ancient history is about pharaohs and emperors. They're wrong. Not exactly. The real story of ancient Mesopotamia, the very cradle of civilization, often gets lost in the shadow of its towering ziggurats and powerful kings. We forget the hundreds of thousands of ordinary people whose lives, day in and day out, built those empires. Their struggles, their joys, and their simple routines. Imagine around 2000 BCE. Not the grand city of legend, but the sun-baked, bustling reality. What did life truly look like for a common family living in its mud-brick homes, far from the royal palace, long before written history would deem their names important enough to record? Our day begins before dawn. For a family like Ernana, a potter, and his wife, Ningal, a weaver, with their 3 children, the first light isn't a gentle awakening. It's a signal to rise, driven by the needs of survival and the relentless Mesopotamian sun. Their home, a modest, single-story dwelling, is built from sun-dried mud bricks, much like most in Ur. It's cool inside, a welcome respite from the coming heat, but also dimly lit. No windows face the bustling street, a design for privacy and security. The first task for Ningal, often before anyone else stirs, is to grind grain for the day's bread. Using a heavy stone quern, a rhythmic, repetitive motion that has defined mornings for millennia, she transforms hard kernels into coarse flour. Breakfast itself is simple, often just flatbread baked over an open fire or in a simple oven, perhaps with some dates or a bit of fish if they were lucky yesterday. Water, fetched from a communal well, is their primary drink. Ernana, the potter, heads to his workshop, likely attached to his home or a short walk away. The potter's wheel, a revolutionary invention, allows him to shape clay with speed and precision. But it's still demanding physical labor. He's not just making artistic pieces. Most of his work is utilitarian: storage jars for grain and oil, cooking pots, drinking vessels. Each piece is vital for the city's daily function, a silent testament to the interconnectedness of their lives. Meanwhile, Ningal's work as a weaver begins. Using a vertical loom, she transforms wool, sheared from local sheep, into textiles. This isn't a hobby, it's a crucial income stream, often more stable than pottery. The children, depending on their age, have their own roles. The eldest son might assist Ernana, learning the trade, fetching water, or preparing clay. Daughters might help Ningal with weaving, tending younger siblings, or collecting reeds for mats. Education, as we understand it, is a luxury reserved for scribes and the elite. For Ernana's children, their education is practical, hands-on, learning the skills necessary to survive and contribute to the family's livelihood. Midday brings the oppressive heat. Most activity slows. People seek shade, perhaps taking a short nap. This is a time for quiet tasks, for mending tools, or for the women to gather and share news at the communal well. Lunch is often a repeat of breakfast, or whatever leftovers might be available. Meat is a rarity, primarily consumed during religious festivals or special occasions. Their diet is largely grain-based, supplemented by vegetables, fish, and dairy from goats. After the heat breaks, the city comes alive again. The marketplace, a cacophony of sounds and smells, is where Ernana might sell his pots, or Ningal her woven goods. Bartering is common, using silver, grain, or other goods as currency. This isn't just a place of commerce, it's the heart of the community. Gossip, news, and social interactions are exchanged here, binding the citizens of Ur together, even as they haggle over prices. The city's canals, vital for irrigation and transport, also serve as a communal laundry. Women gather by the water, washing clothes, exchanging stories, their voices echoing off the mud-brick walls. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows, the family prepares for the evening. A more substantial meal, if possible, is cooked over the communal hearth. Storytelling and quiet conversation fill the air, a stark contrast to the day's labor. Despite the hardships, family bonds are incredibly strong. In a world without social safety nets, family is everything: your support system, your workforce, and your legacy. Children are a blessing, ensuring the family name and trade continue. Evenings are short. Without artificial light beyond a few oil lamps, sleep comes early. The sounds of the city gradually fade, replaced by the chirping of insects and the distant calls of night animals. The threat of disease, famine, and conflict is ever present. Life expectancy is tragically short, perhaps only 30-35 years. Every day is a testament to their resilience, their determination to simply endure. Religious observances are woven into the fabric of daily life. Offerings to the gods, prayers for good harvests or successful trade are common. The ziggurat, visible from most parts of the city, is a constant reminder of the divine presence. A common Sumerian family's day in wasn't filled with grand pronouncements or epic battles. It was a cycle of labor, community, family, and faith. A life deeply connected to the land, the sun, and the gods, driven by the simple, profound need to survive and thrive. Their forgotten stories, these quiet, everyday moments, are the true foundation upon which the grand narratives of ancient Mesopotamia were built. They remind us that history isn't just about the powerful. It's about all of us, living our lives, one day at a time. Next, we'll journey to ancient Egypt to uncover what their dreams and fears truly looked like.